See, an easy way to tell the imposters from the real one. Ah, dang. Hello, all you ghost ghouls and goblins out there. willBGhoul here, and today's a good day. Coffee's brewing, ghosts rested up, and it's time to see if we can survive another day in Lothric. Though knowing us, we're probably gonna have a very bad time. Ooh, look, an item. And time to stay away from these little beasties here. Woo! But anyways, knowing us, we're probably gonna die a good couple of times. You know, it always seems to happen. Let's see. Head on over this way. Do not go for that item. That item is very dangerous at this current point in time, and you will die. But knowing me, I'm gonna go grab it anyways. If I can. Brigadier Zex. See ya. So anyways. Sorry. Grab your Estus, sharpen your blade. Let's see where this journey takes us, shall we? We're gonna pop up here. Give me the Ember. Woo. And look at that, we're already dead. That's what I get for paying attention more to my notes than actually recording, eh? I should have been paying more attention to the game instead of my notes. Anyways, like I said, coffee's brewing. Spilled just a little bit on my lap there. Oopsie daisies. Anyways, now it is just a straight shot to that bridge. This entire goal right now is to get over that bridge. If you have the nice young blind maiden who is currently trapped up there unlocked, you can actually drop down there and get her a divine braille book. You know, honestly, I don't even know what's over here. I don't think I've ever been over here. It just looks dangerous. Like, what's the point of this area? There's nothing here. Okay. Anyways. Oh, wait. It's just a way up this way. Okay. Wait, no it ain't. No it ain't. The heck? Past the card. See, I'm already getting bloody turned around. Can I backstab this guy? That I can. Boom. And then we bolt away because we are not dealing with magic poison today. Drop down. Very nice. I am not dealing with the black poison, that purple mist, the poison, anything like that. We're going to come up here on past these assumed beastmen. We're going to grab Titanite Shard here, and then there's nothing over here again. But he is going to screech, wake up the ones that are currently here, and you can always run past them due to the fact that whenever you get close, they will sprout their little wingies, and you can just run. Down there's also a pregnant doggo, but stay away from the pregnant doggo. Run up here, grab the 5,000 souls we dropped. Woo! Souls. And try not to die again in the process. We're going to come on down here. Hopefully, dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Crap, crap, crap. We can't light the bonfire. Keep running. Keep running. We can't light the bonfire. Stay away from me. No. Stay away, you heathen. If we can juke him. If we can juke him. We should be able to light it. Can we light it? Mother truckers. I knew there was no way I was beating him. Honestly, our weapon is way too low of a level to beat these guys. We cannot. But we shall see. This one is already starting out hectic, and Dark Souls is showing me not to start anything with any confidence whatsoever. You know what I mean? I was very confident in today. I was gonna make it through here like I always do. No, not getting hit, not stopping, making it straight to the bonfire. But take a look at that. Dark Souls knew exactly my plan and is putting me in my place. Which is honestly kind of fitting for it. Because typically you never know what's going on when playing these games. You can have a set route in your mind, but you will never truly know. Forgot there was a way up from over there. Oh well. We can always come back later. But you will never truly know what is going on. And there's Henri. Henri and Horace. But we are not going to them currently. We are actually heading back to the Firelink Shrine real quick from the Road of Sacrifice. I want to see if I can afford something real quick. We shall see. See, I should have unlocked patches by now too, shouldn't I? Ooh, she's here. Can I join Covenant now?
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms. 4 duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
The heck?
I doubt we've much blessing.
I guess I can't do anything with her yet. Bloody heck.
How may
I be of service? Let's see, we are looking here. 20,000 for the tower key. And that is the only key she has. Ooh, halberd. Sorcerer's staff, we don't need any sorceries or anything like that. What I'm actually looking for. Ooh, gray rat. Gray rat. Great. Actually, no, I should have some. Let's see if we can level up our axe real quick, shall we? Let's reinforce Estus. Nothing for that. Reinforce outer weapon here. Make it a +2, because screw it, we need a better axe. For where we're going, we are going to need a better axe no matter what. And I forget on here, ooh, yes we can. We can actually add a couple more points.
Very well.
Into this. Touch the darkness within me, yada yada yada. Let's add this into faith.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the I doubt we've blessing of the moon.
I have no idea how to get her. No idea at all. I think I've done it once before, but I don't remember. Yeah, we just went to the right place. We're headed to the right place. Woo! Alright, here we go.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I'm Henri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We're well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
That they will.
Oh, yes, Horace. He's not very talkative, but don't think ill of him. He is an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago. We are well along the road of sacrifice. Beyond the flooded woods, like we may go our separate. The next may the.
And he just repeats his whole thing. And that is how we join the Blue Sentinels. Dr. Horace, he just grumbles at you. And then, where do I do that now? There it is. Now, do we want the Way of the Blue, pledge oneself to the Blue Covenant? Or let's pledge ourselves to the Sentinel Covenant. Screw it, why not? And seeing how you see how that is pulsing, that means that we will now be, if need be, summoned to help fight invaders. Yeah, I am definitely not ready for this part of the woods. The toothpick men are back. The giant toothpicks are back. We're gonna just jump down here real quick, collect this Titanite shard. These little bugs are poisonous, by the way. You might want to stay away from them. Oh, and a fun little tidbit about Henri is... I said stay away from him, and I just rolled right into him. Go figure, eh? Bugs. The dogs of this game. But anyways, a fun little tidbit about Henri is depending on the gender of your character dictates theirs. So if you start out as female, as I am with Ghost, then Henri will be male. Now if you start out as male, then Henri would be female, which I think is a nice little trick that they did. I mean, it's kind of simple, you know, but I know the quest line they do that for, and it makes a lot of sense afterwards. Now, as for in here, no, you don't. You stay quiet. Profession of the Big Hat. I can now do magic. They don't call me Ghost for a reason. You can't hit me. Woo! Fire bombs. Very nice. But we are actually not looking towards the fire bombs right now. Do I actually have what I need in my inventory? What I need is throwing knives. There it is. That is actually what I'm going to need. Now, we have fire bombs? Yes, we have fire bombs. But are we going to be using those said fire bombs? No. Make our way over this way real quick. You will see why here in just a second. There's no chrysalid lizard, but if you come up this way, you will actually find him.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors. What do you want? This is my study that if you haven't any business, I've reading to... How intriguing. Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, however. What champion demands so? Clearly, you're not that sort of woman, so you will make me a promise that in exchange for my teaching, in the form of scrolls detailing sorcery's secret. Well? Very well. You're no fool. I am Orbeck, unkindled one. I shall teach. We will learn together.
And voila. You need at least a 10 in intelligence to get him, in which I have like a 12 or something. I don't exactly remember, but I currently have no sorceries. Ooh, blue bug pellets. Ah, yes, I forgot about this schmuck here. You want to get as fast through them as you can, and voila. The main reason we are here. They are very easy to stun lock somewhat. Heal up real quick, and the whole reason we have throwing knives is... Where shall they appear? Oh, they haven't spawned them in yet. That is very interesting. Now we need to try and hide behind as many pillars as we can while we wait for our good little witch to spawn. We've almost got him to half health. Now let's see. Now what? My bloody phone going off. I can't focus to the phone right now. Where is this? Where is this? There they is. They're gonna shoot that out. They do have a sword, which they do enhance with, or a staff. They mainly use the crystal ball. Let's hurry up on over this way. Ah, there's the reason. Did I find the right one to begin with? Bloody hell. Where is this? There they is. See, an easy way to tell the imposters from the real one. Ah, dang it. I knew that was going to happen. Honestly, we might have to just come back to this fight once we get stronger or a proper weapon. So, Cathedral of the Deep Way is not where we need to go, even though, yes, I am willing myself to throw myself at this issue constantly. That will not be where we're going. What I can actually do here is go get a certain shield. Now, there are all kinds of things you can get within this area. Now, do we also just lose 2,000 souls? Yeah, do I care? Not particularly. Down here are things I refer to as Wendigos. For this reason here. They look like that. And I do not feel like fighting them, because to me, they're actually somewhat terrifying. So we're going to head on over this way into this little alcove here. Now there is another one sitting right there. And if you notice how its eyes are glowing red, that actually indicates that it will be a lot stronger than most of the normal ones. So we're going to make our way on this way, up these steps here, and then through this doorway here. You can ignore that guy, and then start making your way up these steps here to this way. Ow. Because if you head over this way, you should actually have access to a better shield, which I do believe would be around here. Golden Falcon Shield. There it is. That should be better than the one I'm currently wielding. Technically, this one is a lot better than the one I am wielding, but it does that instead of parrying, and I like the parry mechanic. Even though you might not see me do it very often, which is fine, but as of right now, you will notice that you will then see two individuals up around here. One with a great club. Where is the one with the... There's the one with the curved sword. There they is. A neat little trick you can do with these fellers is when you come down here to the ladder, stand roughly about right here, and you can punch them off. Come on. There you go. Sometimes they'll just jump straight down like the one guy did, or you can get them to punch them off. You can get their weapons now. One thing I absolutely love is this great sword here. I don't believe I even have the ability to two-hand it. No, I do not. Bloody heck. I cannot two-hand my favorite weapon in the game. Plus, notice how this one is a 124 compared to our 121 plus 1 axe. This axe is actually better as a Brigadier axe. So, seeing how we are yet of a proper level to fight the Crystal Sage, the one thing I will do is we will be returning to the Crystal Sage. But, you know what? Fire. Just fire. I don't care, just fire. Screw all that, just fire. And if you notice this, actually this little rugged mask we got will actually help slightly, and I do mean slightly, with the accumulation of poison. Now, we're still going to get poisoned. There's no doubt about it. Poison will always happen when you're here, which is usually why it is good to keep little a little mixture, I forget what they're called, on you. There's some form of thing you can keep on you that will actually help with preventing poison. But, as you can tell, I don't really care. I should actually increase my health real quick. We can actually increase our Estus Flask now, twice. So instead of fighting the Crystal Sage, we are actually going to be lighting or undoing of the, go figure. We can extinguish this flame here, which we will probably die after. But as you extinguish each flame, this is actually a nice little mechanic in this game. Each flame will light. Wait, does it light or put out? Yes. Each of these towers with the flame on top represents where a fire you need to put out is. But in order to put out the fire is how you get into the Faron Keep, as it will show here. It is a very cool little mechanic that I absolutely love here. And that little area right there actually leads to one of my favorite bosses in the entire Dark Souls game. The Cathedral of the Deep there. Now look. I am not a dead woman yet. Haha, I survived. Now, the way you will actually be wanting to go around here is... I swore I survived. I apparently didn't survive. I will survive, though. I will survive. However that little song there goes. But you can actually follow... There's actually a fairly straight-on path to where that will be the first tower you go to. Your next one will actually be right afterwards, which will be here. So this will be the second one here. And look at that, we're dead. That one is a pain in the butt. So today, from the way it looks like things are going, we won't be facing any major bosses. We won't be doing much of anything like that. Actually, how many stones do I have? 6 and a fire gem. I'm gonna go do something real quick, actually. Let's go on back to Firelink Shrine real quick, and a fun little thing is poison. A lot of the things here, they can't really be poisoned, you know, due to the way they are. That kind of thing. But one of my favorite covenants is in this swamp here. We're gonna remove that real quick.
Ah, 'tis wasn't it?
Yes, we meet again. So I am actually needing souls, which is
Pretty
actually
be careful.
perfectly fine because, yeah, pretty be careful is all he ever says. Is we can actually, there's Borat of the Valley's soul, which we don't really need. I have no idea how I got that one. We can pop that little round of souls right there real quick. Reinforce our weapon, and we will actually be doing this with the Brigadier's axe. Notice how the damage jumped up to that much. We will then try and infuse the weapon. We can either do it with raw, which will actually greatly increase the damage, but make it strictly strength scaling, or fire, which, as you notice, it actually scales down the damage quite a bit. It does still... We're gonna go with raw. We're gonna go with raw because...
be careful.
Yeah, like, you know, why not? Go with some raw scaling. I remember last video we were actually going to... Let's go back to the Crystal Sage. I really want to beat the Crystal Sage. I mean, I could go fight another boss if we were wanting to fight a boss and get the kiln. Get a certain kiln that we needed. But, do I really feel like doing that? Not particularly right now, because that boss can also be a bit of a pain. But now, something we should be able to do is... No, you don't. Come on, hit him. There we go. Now, if you notice, when I was leveling up, I did not up my stamina recovery. I didn't up anything like that, which honestly is a very bad thing on my part, as that is something I should have done, but I'm a bit stupid sometimes. So, I ain't worried about it. Now, the two we are actually going to have to actively worry about is this mage here. We typically don't have to worry about these little guys. And this mage here with the great Pharaon dart. Now if we can just roll our way up this way, traverse the fog before we get hit, and voila. Chug and Estus. They're gonna do their little spell there. Great, now I need to drink another Estus again. Bloody heck. I don't have time to be chugging all my Estus flasks. I need to be kicking your butt. Now, if you remember, there's a reason why we actually had these throwing darts available. She's going to spawn those little in again, which we should be able to roll past very easily, and then start smacking her again. Which, if you notice, we are actually doing a lot more damage than we were before. That is mainly due to the raw damage and the fact that she is, you know, she's like wearing little to no armor. You know what I mean? Look at that. Maybe we can just 2-cycle her. Well, not 2-cycle, but, you know, only have to deal with her and her counterparts twice. There it is. This is the entire reason we bring these throwing darts, is because her little companions there are actually just 1-tap. Which means we can run back to her. And voila. Dude, look at that. We were literally 1 hit from her away from dying. And we just kept her staggered out of the entire thing. Ain't that right, my little ghosts, ghouls, and goblins right there? We finally beat another boss, and if you notice, it was just a little boss. We only got, what, 10,000 souls from it? It's not too bad, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm wondering something. How many souls have we acquired? Can we get up to 10,000? Because if we can get up to 10,000 souls or 20,000 souls, is it stupid of me to pop all of these souls? Yeah, very much so. Do I really care? Not particularly. Because, you know, they're my souls. But I'm just wanting to get into the tower real quick. And really, the only thing Vorta the Valley Soul gives you is a new weapon. It gives you a new strength weapon, which we will not be using. Boom. Look at that. It only gave me 10,000 souls, 2,000 souls. And as for this one, let's see what the Crystal Sage will give us, because that's mainly for magic, and we're not really doing mage stuff. We're not really doing mages stuff. We're doing something else. And a fun little tidbit here is, if we are really wanting to do some stuff, drop down here onto this crystal lizard here. That is a Twinkling Titanite, which will help upgrade boss weapons if we ever get any. Go ahead and kill this little fella here for another Twinkling Titanite. And is there a very high chance we're going to lose all the souls that we just procured? Very much so. Am I going to have to remake this run in order to come get them again? Probably. And there it is. Now we get to bolt on past this said person here, because they are a pain in the butt. Heal. And honestly, we might just be facing off again. Oh, nope. There we go. There's actually a fun little champion over here. Much like Horus, or not Horus, much like the two that we baited off the ladder. This one is actually more of a vagabond style. We're just going to constantly throw fire at him, keep him staggered out of his animation real quick. Is it a bit bad that we're just throwing fire at him? Probably. Do I really care? Not particularly. Because he's going to cause bleed either way, and he can be a bit of a pain once he can hit you. See what I mean? Let's go and beat him real quick. Voila. Now, like most of the bosses here, he will, or much like the NPCs here, he actually will not be respawning. Which is fine. We don't need him to respawn. We don't need to be fighting him. But that is currently one boss down. We are already 30 minutes into this recording, so honestly, let's go find someplace nice to sit, shall we? Actually, I know the perfect spot. We're already 30 minutes in. Have we made it further than we usually do? Not really, which is perfectly fine. I was wanting to... You know what? Screw it. I ain't ending the video yet. Screw it. I am wanting to get all the way up to the Cathedral of the Deep, And so we are going to make it to the Cathedral of the Deep. Re-up on my coffee. Very, very good coffee. Got some mocha creamer in it. Oh, delicious. Actually, I know it already seems like I'm running around a lot like I'm a confused, lost child. I swear, I know what I'm doing. Somewhat. I really do swear I know what I'm doing somewhat. But we shall see, because... Now, here we are. We are back here at the Fireling Shrine, which is honestly very, very easy.
How
We will then come talk to her. Not only will we give her these
gracious.
paladin ashes,
Passing fine ash thou'st let this ash be I only hope these new...
so every time you give her ashes, she will have new wares on her. What we're actually here for is that paladin key there. And what all new stuff does she have? Let's see. Repairs weapons and armor, reduces poison buildup, cures poison. Ooh, toxin. That's right. There is actually poison and toxic. Explosives. Woo! Undead Hunter's Charm prevents access in a limited area. She will then be selling spells like Pharaon Dart, Soul Arrow, and Healing Aid as she has before. Her really the only new thing would be the Canvas Talisman there. And this set of Exiled Armor. And also, since we killed the Sage, we can get the Sage's Big Hat, which is perfectly fine, along with the Exiled Armor, which was, I believe, not from the Ashes, from something else. Lloyd's Shield Ring is actually from the Ashes. So we're not
Ashen
really
one.
looking for anything that she can sell. And if you notice, we actually have Embered Up. Words are not working with me today. Might not help. I haven't ate for a couple of days, but yeah, I got boiled eggs. I boiled a few eggs, so I'll be fine. We were actually, instead of working our way straight up those steps, like unlike what we did with our little feller over there, we will actually be heading around here. This way usually has no notable dangers in it, nothing like that. But the main reason we are actually headed up this way is to not only procure the crest shield here, which should be, it is better than my shield, and it can parry, is for that fine gentleman right there. We're just gonna throw fireballs at him, because he can be a pain in the butt. Fireball. Is this riveting content? I highly doubt it. But fireball. I am a part of the Firebomb Academy, so what do you expect? Ow. What? I wonder something. Come on, can you lock on to him, please? Yes, yes, I know you. Hup. Die. I guess they're gonna kill us instead. See why I didn't want to face him face on? I didn't want to take him straight on because of that bull. That's baloney right there. But you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I ain't no coward. Well, I am somewhat. I am not a brave person whatsoever, but... Whoop. Look at that, we parried him. Just like I knew I could. And then we're going to heal up real quick because we need to heal. Woo! And we're getting away from that attack because that is dangerous. Nope. See if we can keep them staggered for a bit. Roll away. Heal up. Stagger him again. And look at that. The only thing this really will provide us is with that spider-crested shield right there, which will, I believe, either alleviates poison or performs a skill of the right-handed weapon. It offers resistance to poison, which we don't really need resistance to poison right now. Resistance to poison is not needed. Now, if you're really wanting to prevent from getting shot with the guys with the crossbows up there, running through here is a very valid option, but beware of the dog. There it is. I should have mentioned the ones that could actually shoot you from that distance too, but if you're really wanting to side skirt all of those guys, that is how you do it. And then you will make your way up this way. There should be nothing following you, and voila. Also, this guy. No. Screw you. No. We have yet to run into Patches, which means he is not in this well. We're actually going to make our way over this way real quick, slay a few of these people. Voila. Grab another Estus Shard flask, or Estus Shard thing, I forget what it is called. And we will now make our way inside. And voila. Now, back when I originally played this, I tried out the DLC for this area.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel, and the ash to kindle flame.
He seems like a very sad fellow, don't he? Well, anyways, back when I was originally trying to play this DLC, I went into it, I tried it like 7 years ago. Like 6 years ago. And we will actually be procuring, I don't believe there is actually a bonfire once you first enter there, you have to go find it. I don't exactly remember, nor am I really screw it, my curiosity gets the better of me.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must... Oh, you don't know. Oh. Now, Ashen One, my lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek.
Let's go ahead and accept it. Now, you know I'm not really much one for
Thank you.
talking during cutscenes, so...
They of ash never fail. Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
That is extremely creepy the way he said that. Take it. Touch it. Well, now I've seen gameplay of these DLCs, but they're only like, I haven't seen full gameplays. It's mainly when the backlog does it. Or JK. So, all they show is boss fights. They don't really show the actual progressive of the area.
The ashes were too.
Creepy. Extremely creepy. But like I said, I've seen like the backlogs and JK play these, but sip of coffee. They only really showed the boss fights. They never really showed the progression of how you get to where you're going in these. And I already don't like this. The fuck.
Have you just arrived? How very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rejoice, my new friend. For this is a true haven of the forlorn, the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
Okay, he's not at all just creepy. Was that a ring? No, it was not a ring. Okay, that was not creepy at all, but back when I originally tried this DLC, yeah, exactly as I remembered. Back when I originally tried this DLC, it was there was an actual painting there at the cathedral that you would walk up to, and when you walked up to it, you touched it, and that is how you would get here. You'd get sucked into the painting that way. But now, as it would seem, nope, I do not want to fight those guys. I highly doubt I want to fight those guys. Or that thing. Or that thing. That thing is just abomination. Woo! Screw you too. Yeah, I do not belong here yet, it would seem. I'm actually curious, how much damage do I do with a backstab? Oh. So, yeah, I do not belong here yet. Technically, I could kill him if I was good enough at it, which, if you couldn't tell, I am absolutely terrible at Dark Souls. I am terrible. I might have beaten this, but I am terrible. So, honestly, let's see, Rhine Blue. I did not read what that says, so honestly.
My very own home now.
Who the fuck is talking? Who the fuck was that? Was that you? Was that you back here that was interrupting my dialogue? Huh? Was that you?
You're no exception. We've all, but you're safe now. Ariandel will make a fine home for you. So, go as sweetly rot. Quick, go along as sweetly rotted. Quick as...
Why do I feel like murdering that guy? But that was really weird. The fact we got dialogue while standing up there after we respawned and interrupting me. Well, anyways, this recording has gone on long enough. We beat a boss. We died a few times. Sorry about that. I had to pause the recording for just a second because I needed to go do something. Y'all already know I enjoy absolutely finding scenic places to first rest at. But as you can tell, there are none around here due to it being a painted and foggy world. But I think that actually somewhat suits this scenario. So I'm going to sit on down and, well, Ghost Journey comes to an end for today. The gates to the mausoleum are closing, but don't worry, they'll open again soon enough. If you enjoyed today's adventure, leave a like, subscribe, and if you wanna follow Ghost Journey, and let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. Until then, this is willBGhoul, heading back into the mausoleum. Stay spooky, and remember, coffee is always better than tea.